Sweden has not been nominated in the Best Foreign Language category in a while. Their last nomination was back in 2004 with the film As It Is in Heaven. But now for 2016, well, 2017's Oscars to be precise, they finally got a big comeback nomination for their film, A Man Called Ove. The film is directed by Hennes Holmes, and it was based on the famous Swedish novel the same name by Fredrik Backman. Not also the film was also nominated for Best Foreign Language Film, but it was also nominated for Best Makeup and Hairstyle for Eva von Boa and Luva Lawson, the same makeup team that were nominated last year's Oscars for another Sweden foreign film called The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. Yes, if you heard the word man in the title, that means you know a man called Ove got in here. Yeah, the film got nominated for makeup and hairstyle alongside with Star Trek Beyond, but both lost to Suicide Squad. I'm still one of the fewest people that thought Suicide Squad winning an Oscar is funny. This film is, of course, a Sweden foreign film, and this is, of course, the language is Swedish. The film looks at a 59-year-old man named Ove, which I thought he was in his 70s when I saw the film, who used to be a chairman of a neighborhood association, which is the area he lives in with another neighbor, Rue, who unfortunately has been kind of bound now and unable to speak after he got a stroke. However, Ove has been very depressed ever since he lost his wife many years ago at a young age. So he tries to commit suicide. He keeps getting interrupted by an Iran immigrant named Pravana, alongside with her Swedish husband and 2 children, who are moving, of course, across the street where Ove is. However, Ove is not really impressed with this, since he doesn't even want to talk to anybody. And it goes through a series of flashbacks. It also goes through a series of flashbacks of Uve's life. When he was a kid, he lost his mother. When he was a young adult, he lost his father after a train ran over him. And it goes through also this relationship with his wife Sanjay, up to when, unfortunately, she ended up getting into a bus accident and with Ove, and unfortunately she can't be able to walk anymore. And she even got cancer, and that's where we picked up the presence of the film. But Pravana is specifically trying to get Ove to be a good person again, specifically teaching her how to drive, looking after her kids, and even looking after a cat that he did not like in the beginning of the film, and she tells him to look after the cat. And even helps out his neighbor Rue from 2 white shirts from forcing him to leave his home to a new area so he can be healthy again. This film really is astounding here to me. Now, I was concerned at how this film was going to go, because I thought it was just going to be focused more on this grumpy man, and then just like, this random woman just keeps interacting with him. But, no! This is what it looks like on the novel, I think. But this film really works well on its own. The direction, the script, and even the performances really do amazing here. Especially Rolf Lassgård as Ove, who was the main character of this film. Now, Ove really is not a person that does not like anybody, but that's when this family comes in and you really start to get interested more into Ove here. And that's how this film really is astounding here. As for flaws, I think the only flaws I have is that maybe the series of flashbacks were kind of out of pace a little bit. Like, the flashbacks were kind of good, but they're a little bit, but the pacing is kind of a little bit off on where they are specifically. Of course, getting up to Sanjay's death was kind of a thing, but, well, you'll have to see it for you. But it's really not that matter. So if you're a person that's into a Sweden foreign language film, this is a great watch. And if you're a fan of the original novel, this is a fantastic watch as well. And if you like this movie, I guarantee you're probably going to read the novel after this. Not me, because I don't read books. Well, except when you have to do English class for the year, which you like to call a word that I do not like to talk during the summer. And with that, we go from Sweden to Germany as we meet a kind of fake businessman named Toni Erdmann.